Hey guys, so today we're gonna have some excellent time with these breakfast inspired turtles. So yeah, let's go. Okay, it might be super weird, but this is what I came up with this week, and I was just feeling hungry. Today's emotion is hunger, I guess, so that's why I decided to get inspired by breakfast a little bit, and I decided why not draw some turtles. I haven't drawn turtles in like ages. I don't even remember when was the last time. But anyways, you might be thinking, okay, but this is super weird, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make weird combinations like these guys and hopefully make them cute and also entertaining to look at. I don't know, but I just love making them and I can't stop making them, and nobody can stop me. I will be making more in the future because this is only the beginning of these breakfast turtles. Of course, I've done lots of other foods before, but I really like this concept, so I decided that this is just a little start, a little peek into what we could do or achieve in the future, I guess. So you will be seeing more breakfast turtles. But anyways, this first guy, I decided to draw a little sandwich guy because sometimes you want a little sandwich, or is it a sandwich? Yeah, I guess so. Toast? I don't know. There's so many different ways you can call it, but anyways, it's with an egg, bacon, avocado, all the breakfasty kind of foods. And if you saw just now, I flipped back to a hamburger bird. So as I said, I am weird and I make things like these. But yeah, I flipped it back just because I started the base here very light, and at the start I was thinking I need to be light just because it's bread. It has some light parts in it, especially the inside, but I realized I went too light with everything, so I just went back to the hamburger bird just to see what I did there, because my brain sometimes forgets what I do or what I like to do. So that's a good tip to always have. We need to improve and we need to see improvement, but sometimes it's good to look back on what you did and how you did it. So that's what I did here, and I realized, yeah, it was way too light, and for it to have this nice bready effect, I needed to go darker. But yeah, anyways, the concept for these guys was that the bread part is the turtle part. So whatever I decide to put on top for their shell is like the extra toppings, extra concept, like the sandwich here with the egg and everything. So also, I don't know if you noticed, but I changed its face and I'm still not sure if I like the face yet. But that's why I made 3 different kinds of faces, because this one is more what I do with the goldfish faces, I guess. And I even added the little teardrops. Ooh, and since I was thinking these guys could float, probably they're not swimming because they're made of bread, but they could float, they're turtles. So then the sauce is kind of gooping off or dripping off because they're flying. Anyways, that was a little sidetrack. But I was drawing different faces and I still can't choose which one I like the most. But that's why I want to do more of these turtles so that I can finally figure that out. But yeah, so the first one is super simple, then the second one is a bit different, and the third one is more of an eye shape that they actually have. So let me know which shape or concept of the eyes you like more, because everything else doesn't change that much. The bodies are pretty similar for these three guys. Also here for the avocados, I realized the base was a bit too cold green, so I had to go over with the slight yellow tint just to make it more avocado-ish. And I think this was my first time drawing bacon or painting bacon, and it was so hard to find a base color, but I think I nailed it, at least I hope I did. But it just has that Ghibli-esque, Ghibli, I don't know how you say it. I can never choose which way to say it, but those colors kind of remind me of that. So I'm super happy on how they turned out. So I think this first guy is pretty cute. So I've been pretty busy lately, and I hope you can't really hear an echo, but I am in a different room while I am recording this, just because actually I'm in a new place that I will try to make my studio, and hopefully it works. It does have a little bit of an annoying issue, which is the solar panel things. I don't really know how they're called, but for them to generate, you know, you need something where it goes. I don't know what it is, but the issue is that they're making a bit of a noise, so I really hope it won't be an issue for filming these videos. But anyways, yeah, so I've been busy and moving out or in and out to a new house, moving in a house and moving out of a house. I'm rambling, but if you've been watching my videos, you know that this is gonna happen. But yeah, so moving in has been fun, of course. No, some things have been fun and some things haven't been as much fun. But yeah, I really, really wanna finally have a nice space to just have the time for art, because I've been so busy and doing lots of other things that all my time goes to other stuff that, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I just wish I had more time for art so that I could draw these cute little guys. We're basically done with this first turtle guy, and I decided to go back to my roots and go with a purplish, reddish, purplish pencil and align everything. And I just like the softness that it gives, and that I can add enough detail, but I'm not taking away what we set in place. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've seen my previous videos, I've been changing it up a little and switching out the way I finish my pieces. But I knew that these guys needed something that's soft and not super harsh, because I want them to have this whole soft, mushy food like feel. Well, it is food, but I don't know how to explain it better. I don't know if you'll understand, but basically it shouldn't, or I don't want it to have anything that's black or too intense. Or sometimes I go in with like a funky 3-color line art, and I just wanted this to be a tad bit more realistic, so I didn't want to go in with bold colors for the line art. I hope that explained it better. Yeah. Okay, so the second guy is a little bit more sweet. So I don't know if this is really breakfast food, but I really wanted something with strawberries and something that's super simple because I was in a bready mood and I just wanted to draw a bagel. And bagels are breakfast foods, right? So this is just a sweet bagel. But yeah, I don't know why, but I really love the warmth, the colors that bread have, or not bread particularly, but when I'm drawing bread, when it is drawn, when I see it in animation. I think it's just because it's so cozy, so warm, and it just reminds me of my childhood when I was watching all of the Ghibli, whatever, um, movies. And I don't know, I just want that warmth, that softness in these ones as well. So that's why I just wanted to have something that's super simple. Even though the strawberries gave me a headache. I don't know what's up with strawberries, but I think I just don't like making the details because my brain has to think because they have the little seeds, and I just want to have something that's very intuitive, and strawberries need to look like strawberries, right? So then we need to follow some type of a pattern, I guess, because they have a pattern. It's a little bit annoying for me. I don't know if you've ever drawn strawberries or painted them, but I love how they end up when I'm done with them, but I am just internally screaming because I don't like drawing strawberries. I guess that's the verdict. But, anyways, if you're thinking this is a weird base for a strawberry because they're red, it's okay, we'll get to it. I just layered them quite a lot because I want that shine they have, the reflections. See, this is why they're annoying. Even though I love drawing reflective things, I find them very intriguing, very fun to do, a little bit of a challenge, but strawberries for some reason I just don't like drawing. Even though I've done a few things with strawberries, and I know you guys loved the strawberry theme. It's okay, the strawberries won't disappear. I'm not done with them. I still like how they look when I'm finished, but yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Also, I realized they looked a little bit flat, but I should have just gone in with a little bit of a blue perhaps for like a bounce light or maybe some other bounce light. I tried to make it work here and it's not bad, but I could definitely do better. But I really like this guy, but again, I think it's just because of the bread part. And I was very intrigued on how I should do the fins or legs. Are they called fins for turtles? Because they're not tortoise. Sis? Tortoise? How do you? Oh my god. My brain is lagging, guys. Don't listen to me today. But yeah, I was intrigued on how I could have a breadsy fin for them. And I think I like how they look. They can be a little bit different next time when I'm drawing them. But for the first guy, I definitely like the little pattern, the I don't even know how like the blobs that I did. I don't know. Again, I hate that I'm rambling so much today. I hope this is fun to listen to you guys, for you guys. Yeah, so I added some powdered sugar for the second guy, just so he has a little bit of some extra dazzle in there, and just finished it off with the pencil. Okay, I couldn't resist. I had to do a pancake one. I love pancakes. Pancakes is such a sweet tooth kind of breakfast for me. It's when I want to feel fancy, when I want to have something comforting. So pancakes had to be on the list. And usually, I personally love flat pancakes more than these puffy ones. But also, I've never had a successful puffy pancake recipe. They always turn a little bit too dry for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but sometimes I feel like I'm experimenting too much, so that's why they tend to get a bit when they're done. So I just go for the safe choice and make flat pancakes. But flat pancakes would be a bit harder to draw here. Not that it's not possible, it's just we would have to have a lot of layers, and this time I just wanted something simple, something pancakey, and something with a drizzle on top. You know, I love adding some drizzles, and I did the same as I did for the first one, that the syrup or honey, I was thinking maple syrup. I love maple syrup on pancakes, but it's so expensive that I just usually use honey for my pancakes. I don't know what's your favorite topping for pancakes. I love to experiment, but anyways, this drizzle is similar to the first one in the sense that I added little blobs that are flying away because I'm just thinking they are flying breakfast turtles. Because what could be better? Imagine a flying turtle that's made out of pancakes. It's weird, I know. I hope you're not getting hungry. I hope you don't eat these cute little guys. But if you do, I guess there's no judgment here. But I really wanted, again, to channel all the softness that I could in this turtle. And as you can see, as I said before, the eye is different, and I think I like it the most just because it adds to the depth or to the realism that we're not really going here for, but to the effect that I wanted to make. And it looks more breadsy, I guess, you know? So I think I might do these more in the future, but again, I value your opinion, so I would love to know what you think. And I would love to know what other breakfast turtles I should do, or should I improve on one of these guys. The spread also isn't fully finished. I love to sometimes just go back into a sketchbook spread and fill in the gaps, and here we have a huge gap in the middle just because I was thinking I will add a recipe there, because it's a sketchbook and we can do whatever we want, and I love filling gaps with some text, with some bright colors, with some color swatches, and I did some color swatches here, but it's pretty similar, like the every turtle has a pretty similar color palette, so there's not a lot of different kinds I could add, so it's only in two places. And talking about color palettes, I was thinking of making a sticker sheet with color palettes. And yeah, also would love to know what you think of that, just because I feel like they can add to whatever scrapbooking thing you're doing or a sketchbook, or it can also give some inspiration for colors for your next piece. So I thought it could be a funky little thing for a color sheet. Oh my god, for a sticker sheet. So yeah, that's something for the future, and I'm definitely gonna be more active here soon. I just need to finish packing and finish setting up the new space. So for now, you get these turtle guys, you get my echoey voice. And yeah, comment turtle if you made it this far. And I would love to know what your favorite breakfast food is, so that perhaps in the future I can draw a turtle with your favorite foods. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!
Hold me tightly like I was there, and whisper softly in your ear that everything is gonna be alright.